up, guys? Like, that should be good, I think. Yay. Okay, great. I'm gonna put this down so I don't hear the music, but the music should be at a decent level, the right level, just enough so you can hear it, but not enough so you can't hear my voice, you know, the good middle. Today it's a special day. like every day can be special if you look at that if you look at it from the right perspective. But today is a special day because I'm doing a podcast like every Sunday, but today I'm doing it alone because I don't have a guest, because she can cancel on me. Not on the last time this time, but still she canceled on me, so we're gonna have to do it alone, and it's okay. I don't mind doing it alone. I have enough voice to do it by myself, which is cool. Apart from that, we're gonna when we finish this podcast, we will jump into another live stream, which is from Benji, and apparently we're gonna play something. I'm not even sure if we're actually gonna do this. Oh look, Benji, what, she cancelled? Yeah, well, it was a friend of mine, she cancelled. That's life. What can you do? You can't do much. That's some ass. Well, that happens. Like, I don't know, I don't mind it. It's just life, and I don't mind doing it alone. I have a couple of cool subjects to talk about, and I think it will be pretty fun, so don't worry, Benji. But still, I'm gonna do it. You don't necessarily need to stay through the whole process, but if you want, and if you're interested about my lovely stories, well, might as well stay. I'm just setting up the audio, so it should be at a right level. Yeah, I can start recording, and now it's recording my voice, so now we have that. How you doing, Benji? How's life going for you? We haven't talked in like 3 days, which for me feels like a lot because we used to talk like every day, because I don't know, we were in a good flow. But life does happen. I'll be here, Buddha. I fucking love you. Love you too, baby. What have I been thinking about? I've just downloaded Ableton because I have it, because I bought a Focusrite mixer or recorder. I don't know. I think it's a mixer, and it came with Ableton. So I think I've already downloaded once Ableton. It's if you don't know, guys. I suppose the only person that is listening to me right now, it's Benji. But if you don't know, guys, Ableton is an app to produce music. In DJing, there's two categories. There's two type of skills. One is DJing, which is mixing, which is live mixing, which in simple is taking us choosing songs during a live event and mixing those songs on live, and producing is actually creating songs. And I used to think that DJs just the one that play with the mixer, the one that did like this did actually produce, but no, actually not necessarily. There's some DJs that don't produce and just mix, like Benji, I think. Life is good, haha. Yeah, what? Life is good, haha. Yeah, nah, man. Future lol, I've been good, man. Tired but good. Happy to hear that you're good. At least, well, tired depends if you've been working, because if you're tired because you haven't worked, like me, because I haven't been able to wake up early. I don't know why, but I haven't. And it does affect me a lot when I don't manage to wake up early like I want to, because when I wake up early, like at 5, god damn it, I can do what I usually would do. I would do like 4 times more work than I would do normally if I woke up at 10, because I don't know, I'm way more productive, I'm way more disciplined, and it's a good way to start the day. So yeah, I haven't been able to wake up, so I haven't been able to be super productive, but still I work every day. I thought about that. I've worked pretty much every day. Like I always compare it to my friends and what they're doing in the university, and the people that are kind of my age, to kind of see what they're doing and what I'm doing. Am I working enough? Should I work more or not? And usually it's sometimes like, okay, well, they work non-stop 8 hours and stuff like that, but they're not necessarily constant, right? What I do is I work every single day, but not necessarily a fuck ton every day, right? I don't know which one is better, but still, Ableton is the best of the best. Insane learning curve, but It's the most you can do in a digital audio workspace. Yes, workstation. Yes, I think it's amazing, and I've already used it once a long time ago. I tried to learn a bit, and I understand the basis because I come from making videos, and the general idea is kind of the same. It's a timeline, and you put sounds, and then you add effects to those sounds to make them sound how you want them to sound. And well, that's the base, right? Then there's a ton of theory and learning curve, but still I found it pretty fun. So I think honestly we should directly start with the podcast, because why not, honestly I think the sooner we start, the sooner we end. So hello Monendra, how are you doing? How's life going for you? It's been a long time. Well, it hasn't. I think you were in the last live stream, but I'm doing fine, honestly. I haven't been the more productive lately, but still I woke up kind of late today. Had a slow start today, but still I make a good I cook something really cool, then I clean my house, which now makes me feel better, and now I'm here. Do me a favor, tell me, what do you need for a favor? Let's see. What favor do you need, Monendra? I'm waiting. I want to see you react on one of my teachers. I think you mean treasures. Is it the same video that you've sent me like 3 times? I've already seen it, and I know it's funny, but I don't necessarily understand it because it's in Indian. But if you want, send me something and I can react to it right now on live. Let's see, Monendra. How's life? How's life going for you? I hope it's doing well. It is my favorite movie, and I am very excited to see the movie. Which movie? It's a trailer, I would imagine. Trailer. Search KGF2. Okay. Let's check it out. KGF2 trailer. What is this? What is this? Oh wait, do I have a live sync? Do I have a... No, I don't have a screen recording. Let me just check it out, because chapter 2 teaser. It's an Indian movie. How do I... God damn it, I don't have a... No, this is... I don't have a page. I can't do it this time, but send it to me next time, next live stream, and I'll probably be able to react to it, because right now in this setup I don't have a screen recording, so that's why. But I will check it out. Apparently it's a movie, and it has 125 million views, so I could imagine that it's quite amazing. So I'll check it out. I'll check it out later. So might as well. It is English trailer. See it. I will see it, but not right now, because I can't right now. Why are the? I don't know why the messages just got deleted, but still doesn't matter. So it's time to start with the podcast. I didn't put the sound effects because I forgot, to be honest, but I could. Yeah, let's put the sound effects just so I have them, so you can hear them, because it's funnier if you can hear them, right? Is it? I don't know. You probably think that no, but I think that yes. I think it's cool when you can hear the sound effects. Today we're gonna talk about a lot of things, because this is a long podcast, so it will be mostly my subjects and my stories, but it will be fun. Where is Flame? He haven't come today. I don't know where is Flame, but he's somewhere. He probably is tired right now, and he probably is sleeping because it's kind of late in India. B-boy, hi, how you doing, B-boy? How's life going for you? Hope it's doing well. I would imagine that it's going well for you because B-boy is a really active guy or girl. I'm not even. I would imagine it's a guy because it says boy. Why isn't it working? Is it connected? Yeah. What? Is it connected? Did I import the sound effect? Technical issues, guys. Sorry. Oh, podcast. Here we go. Let's have this here. Okay. Should we start the podcast? How do I play this without the... Why isn't it working? God damn it. Always technical problems with Felix. Sorry, guys. I'm doing good. Happy to see that. So what are you doing today for what is this podcast? Okay, so this podcast today, now that people are actually listening to me, this podcast is alone because I did invite someone, but she canceled again. So I had to do it alone because I didn't find anyone to do it with me. So it's not a big problem. I like doing it alone either way. So I'm gonna do my best. Does it work? Okay, yeah, it should work. Does it? Why doesn't it work? Give me a second. I'm trying to put the sound effects like this shit. Okay. Now, do they work? Okay, yeah, it works. I don't know if you can hear it, but it should work. Let me just test if you can hear it. Okay, yeah, you can hear it. Cool. Super cool. So you can totally hear it. So I have the sound effects ready. I have the podcast ready. Everything is ready. We can start with the podcast. Let me read a couple of your comments. Hi, Black Sheep. How you doing? Hello. What's the podcast will be about? This podcast will be about many things. It's always the pocket stories. Like I will just tell you a couple of pocket stories. I will talk about a couple of subjects and talk about my life. Honestly, it's a bit egocentric, but I still like it, and I hope you will like it too. So remember, the podcast works in this way. It's divided by subjects and pocket stories. Between those pocket stories, I will answer your comments, so you can still write comments, and I will answer them. Just bear with me and wait for me to finish the story so I can answer your comments, because if I answer the comments at the same time that I record the podcast, it's kind of distracting and weird, and I'm not that good. How you doing, Tanya? How you doing, Second Whoosh? Oh my god, it's so cool that people are here right now. First time to see you on those hats. Well, you see, I didn't take a shower today, so my hair is kind of not so cool, not so wavy, so I prefer to put a hat on, and now I look sexy. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan of today. Sorry if I don't read all of your comments. Not that fast. Space Brownie is here, my dude. How you doing? Is a podcast set up in Twitch? Oh yeah, it's supposed to be live on Twitch right now, and after when I record it and I edit it after, I put it on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer. I have a website, so you can find it. I have done 19 episodes of that podcast, so if you don't know it, it's pretty cool. I do like it. Like the visuals for the podcast. Thank you. This is a setup of the podcast. I'm happy that it's the first time you're here. Do you prepare a lot? I kind of prepare a lot. Like the only thing that I prepare is the division of what I'm gonna say, like what's the subject would be about, so it's easier for me to talk about it. Okay, bye, dude. I'm going, but I want to tell that you can download KF1 part in English, the best movie up till in India. I am sure you can do it. Anything to see the second part. Well, I'll try it. Maybe if you say it's that good, the movie KGF1, I think I'll probably watch it. That sounds fun. I think I've never seen a movie from Bollywood. I think never. So, have you guys seen any movies from Bollywood? I know that they produce more movies than in Hollywood, which is pretty interesting. And Bollywood, if you don't know, it's like Hollywood but in India. So it's all the cinema production of India, and it's pretty big actually. See you, Monendra. Wait, why you deleted your past stream? I don't exactly delete them. I just put them in private because I don't want them to appear in the feed. I just want people to enjoy it when it's live, and maybe if someone wants to watch it after a day, yeah, they can watch it. But after that, I just take them off because I don't want my YouTube channel to be with a fuck ton of live streams and a couple of videos. I prefer my YouTube channels to be about videos and live streams, but only when they're live, right? I think that's better. So yeah, that's why second wish. So let's start with the podcast, shall we? That makes sense. That's my boy, B-boy, knowing what makes sense and what doesn't. So let's start with the podcast. Okay. Am I ready? I think I am. Let me check if okay. Do you want to open? No. My sound is still being heard, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm ready. So I'll try to improvise and do the intro first. So first we do the intro. I try to improvise something. I try to make it funny, but most of the time it just come cringe, and I kind of like it. So we're gonna try our best. So ready, guys? Let's do this. What's up, guys? Welcome to Pocket Stories, the podcast where I invite a fuck ton of people, my friends, I count on them, and at the last second they cancel, and I have to do it alone. This time it's funny because I've already done 2 to 3 podcasts alone, and the first time I had to cancel, well, I've been cancelled, was Alexa that did it, and this time it's Alexa again. I don't know why, but she never comes to the podcast. I think she doesn't want to do it because it's too cringy for her. I think that's the reason why. But still, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do it alone. I still like to do it alone. So, welcome to Pocket Stories. Wait. You can't hear the sound effects? Wait. Yeah, you can hear them. Why don't you hear them? Wait. Yeah, Alexa failed us. Fucking Alexa. But wait, I pressed the button for the sound effects. You can't hear that? Because that's why I was just silent, because I pressed the button for the sound effect, but I think yes, now we can. Yeah, because I think it's being recorded by the microphone, but yes, all good now. So, can you hear this? Okay, you hear it. Weird, pretty weird. It doesn't appear on my screen. I don't know why. Spotify can play. What? Now Spotify doesn't want to play. Well, now it plays, but still, it doesn't appear on my screen that it plays. It's pretty weird. I don't know what's going on. Alexa Felilos, why can we hear the sound effects? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's like it's not recording my desktop. Maybe because... God damn it, what's going on? I don't know what happened to the sound effects. The music is not working and the sound effects are not working. Oh, I know why. Because Felix is a dumbass that always forgets to put it back to the computer. So now it should work. Wait. Does it work? Can you please work? Why doesn't it work? Okay. Now it works. Okay, great. So now there's music. And now, let's see. If I press this button and I put this down, you still can hear it. Okay, great. So it's working, right? Now you did hear it. That was the intro music. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still a mess. But at the beginning we couldn't. I don't know. It's pretty weird. But now you probably can hear it, and you can hear the music, which is good. Is it too loud, the music? I don't know. It should be okay. Oh yeah. Cool. So we did that. That was the intro. Now I have it. Now let's go to the next step, which is when I say hello. So are you ready, guys? I hope you're ready because I'm ready. Okay, so what's up, guys? Welcome to Pocket Stories. This is the 90th episode, and this time I'm doing it alone. My name is Felix Humann. I'm the host of this podcast, and well, welcome. I don't have much to present. I won't present myself. I'm 21 now. What else do you want to know? I'm French technically. I'm also Argentine, but I'm also Mexican in a sense. I live in Belgium and I make videos. That's it. That's all that I want to say from me. I'm a YouTuber, a fellow YouTuber, because I haven't really accomplished anything yet, but maybe one day. So yeah, welcome to Pocket Stories. Good. We did the intro. So nice. Now, technically, if you've listened to my podcast, there's a scratch between stories. So there you go. You have a scratch. Cool. Next, let's go with the first subject, guys. Are you ready? That's a lot. Is it a lot? I don't know. Yeah. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's go with the first subject, okay? If you have, that could be cool. If you have any questions or any subject that you would like me to introduce in the podcast, I'll gladly answer it. Just put it in the comments, and if I do like it or I find it appropriate for the podcast, I'll gladly say your name on the podcast. So I say like, yeah, B-Boy ask us this. That could be an option if you want. So if you have any ideas for me to talk about, put it in the comments, okay? Great. Let's start with the first subject. Okay, yeah. So, this happened yesterday. I was on my bed. I've listened to an inspirational video because I like doing that before going to sleep, so I get up in the morning all motivated. And this one talked about your loved ones and why do you love them and when did you got to the point of loving them. And for some reason, this inspired me to send a reminder to all. Oh yeah, just so you know, guys. When I recorded the podcast alone, I failed a ton and I blocked myself a ton. I'm not as fluent as I would with a guest, because when I have a guest, sometimes I stop talking and they talk, and that's easier. But when I do it alone, it's normal. Sometimes I forget what I have to say, so I just stop and think a bit. Okay, so just so you know. I decided to send a little reminder to my friends and my family and the persons that I love them. I just decided to send a little message. So here's the message. Let me check the message. So here's the message that I sent to nearly 15 to 20 people. If you didn't receive one of these messages, it's not because I don't love you, it's just because I have a bad memory. So, I decided to send, hey my love, I love you. Just a little reminder. And because if you just send, the thing is, if you just send that, people will think you will suicide, because it's not normal for people to receive a little I love you. And if everybody of the people that I love receives a I love you, just a little reminder, they will think that I'm gonna suicide. So I decided to put between parentheses, yeah, that sounds English. Between parentheses, I said, this is not a goodbye suicide note. It's simply a reminder. Don't call me at 3 a.m. because you're preoccupied that I'm gonna jump from the window. So that's the message. That's what I said. I sent it to 15 people just because I like them to remind them that I love them, because that's something important. You have to remind people that you love them, right? Here's the deal. People, even if I said between parentheses that I'm not gonna suicide and this is not a suicide message, nearly 3 out of 4 messages were preoccupied people telling me, oh my god, what's going on? What are you doing? Are you gonna jump? Are you okay, Felix? And I started receiving a fuck ton of those messages, and I was like, no, I'm just telling you that I love you. Why do you have to react that way? God damn it. And the thing is, the only problem is I sent that at 12 p.m. So before going to sleep, and I knew I was gonna receive a fuck ton of messages, a fuck ton of answers. So I didn't want to have my phone ringing all the night, so I put it in airplane mode, and that's a bad idea because a lot of people thought I was gonna suicide. So I opened my phone again, and I started receiving a fuck ton of those messages telling me like, well, what is going on? Are you okay? What's going on, Felix? And they keep on giving me messages asking what is going on, and I don't answer because I'm in airplane mode. And I was like, no, it's nothing, I'm just telling you that I love you. And I don't know why, it's so weird today to just tell people that you love them. Okay, maybe I didn't articulate this message the best way possible, but still, come on, I put between parentheses that this is not a suicide note, and still, the only thing that came throughout their minds is that I'm gonna suicide. Because nowadays, if you send a person that you love them, they think you're gonna die. So yeah, that was a little experience. So, if you're gonna one day send a message to someone that you love them, try to maybe put emojis or gifts so they don't think you're gonna suicide. I don't know what's the solution, but nowadays maybe call people? I don't know. God damn it. Just tell people that you love them. Boom! That's the end of the first subject, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Goes fast. We start, we go, we keep on going. That's how we do it here. Do you like that little story? If I try to send a message like that to my family, they will think I was gonna kill myself. Exactly. And I knew that was gonna happen, but still, I tried my best to I don't know, to prepare for that, right? To make it clear that this is not a suicide note, but still, they thought it was, and they get preoccupied, and it's like, why? Just, I said that I was okay. God damn it. And people told me like, I think it would be better if you just said the first message without the thing in the parentheses, and it's like, yeah, technically, yeah, but at the same time, depends how you read it, because if you read, hello, hey, my love, I love you, just a reminder. If you read it with a happy voice, yeah, it sounds good. But you can totally read it like, hello, my love, I love you. This is just a reminder. And if 15 people receive that, they will totally think that you're gonna suicide. So there's no way to win. Yeah, so that's the problems that I have. Anyway, you said it right after, exactly. Didn't get it, LMAO. Yeah, sorry, B-boy. I should send it to you guys, but I don't want to sound forced or faked. When I say stuff to this subreddit and to the community that helps me, like you guys, I don't want to sound fake. I don't want to tell you that I love you guys. I want to tell you that I fucking appreciate the shit out of you, or that I'm super happy that you helped me, but I can't tell you that I love you. I nearly don't know you. Wouldn't make sense, you know? But yeah, I didn't really think about the suicide thing until you said it. But still pretty cool to receive those kinds of messages. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty cool. Space Primary received one because it's one of my best friends, and I love receiving stuff like that, and it's so easy. That's what amazes me. It's so easy to send a message to the people that you want. You write a little beautiful message, and you send it to everybody. And normally, it would make their days a bit better. It will give it a little smile to their day, and it doesn't cost you anything. It just costs you, what, 5 minutes of your day? But sometimes they think you will suicide, and that's why it's not that great. So yeah, that was my experience. Next subject. What's the next subject? Okay, it's time for me to tell you a little pocket stories, because Well, that's the show. It's called Pocket Stories. So that's what we do here. We tell pocket stories. So here we go. I'm not sure if you could hear the sound effect. I placed the sound effect, but now I'm honestly not sure of anything. So yeah. I don't know. I think anything is genuine. Joyce. Wait, what? Sarcastically, what? Said B, I fucking hate you, and I believe it. B, I love you. You can come to my house whenever you want. Me and you. Just send me a message, DM me, and we can make it work. I will make some tacos for you of carnitas. What? Fucking stories, yeah, baby. Yeah, we hear it. The best part of the podcast is hearing Felix struggling with words he doesn't know. Well, yes. What can I say? I wasn't born with English. My parents never taught me English in my whole life. I speak way better in English than they do. And throughout my whole school story, I had shit grades on English. I wasn't able to talk to, like, when they started talking, like when you were like 10 or 11, English classes were like half the original language that you know how to speak and half English, so you start learning it. But there comes an age where they start just talking English, and if you don't know English, you're fucked. And that was my situation. I just listened to the professor say things that I didn't understand, and I was like, okay, cool, thank you, prof. I don't know what you're saying, but thank you. Yeah. That was my life. Sarcastic, yeah, sarcastic, that was the word that I was searching. But sarcastically, well, yeah, sarcastically. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I don't know. I can't find proof. Okay, so here's my pocket story. Okay, here's a little story that this happened in 2016, 2017, something like that. I was 17, I think. I'm not even sure. It was at the beginning when I started doing YouTube, and I just started, so this was my first vlog. For some reason, there was a friend of mine that invited me to do a community job. How do you say when you go and do things for the community or to help people? There's an exact word. Fuck, I don't remember. What is the best? Hello, Martin. How you doing? What is the best thing you have done for your parents? Oh, that's a good question. I try to stick it in your mind, so I do remind it. Maybe I will answer it in the next subject. Hi, Martin. Community service. Yeah, let's say community service. Okay, so let me restart the story because I already fucked up. So this was, I think, in 2017, 2016. I was like 17 years old, and I was starting YouTube. So this was my first vlog. I had a friend that told me that he was organizing with an organization a community service adventure for a weekend, in which we were gonna go to somewhere in Mexico that I don't remember exactly the name, but it was somewhere in Mexico, where there was poor people that that were living in a, I don't know, maybe 5 meter, a little house that were like 5 meters for 5 meters. It was a super small house, and there were living like 5 people in that little house. It was stupidly crazy, and the whole point of the trip was to go there and build some houses for those people for free. And we were gonna go there, like there was like 50 to 60 people there organizing the thing, and we were gonna build, I think, like 12 houses in 2 days or 3 days. It was something really crazy, and it was really impressive to do, and it was really tough to do also. You go there, you build a house throughout the whole day, and it's quite amazing. And at the end, you actually manage to build a house with 10 people. and in 2 to 3 days, and it's really amazing. But here's the deal: there was a couple of kids there that we were building the house for, and they were super sympathetic, super amazing, the happiest people that we have ever interacted with. They're so happy because they, I don't know, they appreciate everything, and it's so amazing. So there was a little kid that was like maybe 12, and he was super nice, super nice. He was super funny, and he gave us food. He made a fuck ton of jokes. He was really nice. But here's the deal: they live in such a rough environment, and you don't really realize how tough it is till you actually hear what they've been through. And I remember two things. One, I was walking with him, returning after building the house towards the bosses, I think, and we were walking, and like 1 to 2 streets apart from their houses, there was a little house that we could see far away. And he told me like, yeah, you know what, there in those houses we found 3 dead people, 3 corpse of peoples. And I'm explaining this story so poorly, but let me rephrase it. He literally told me, yeah, you see that little house right there? The other day we found 3 corpses. We found 3 dead people there. And I was like, what? Really? And he told me like, yeah, the other day. It's impressive because they're used to that. He told me like, yeah, like it's nothing, like it's normal that to found 3 dead people in a house 2 streets away from yours. It's so crazy. And the other day he also told me like, yeah, the other day I heard a couple of people firing guns close to my house, and it's so normal. I don't know, it's so crazy for a 12-year-old kid that it's just beginning their life, and he has already been through the worst things that you can find in the world. And I don't know, it was so tough. And still, even with that, they're the happiest people that I know, in the sense of they're so appreciative of what they have, no matter what they have. If they can have I gave him the hat that I have, and it was a really fucking awful hat. It wasn't even good. It was just the hat that I was using there, and I was like, yeah, you want it there, and I gave it him, and he was so fucking happy. He was no, I don't want to say. He was so happy to have that hat, and it made me happy to see it, because for me it's just a hat, but for him it's a new thing from a friend that gave it to him. I don't know, it was an amazing experience. The people were so happy and to have a new house with a roof that wasn't gonna fall on them, with some walls that were gonna protect them from the wind. I don't know, and it wasn't a big house, but it was enough for them to live on, because the house that they had before was so freaking small that not even a single human could live there, and they were living like 5 people there. It was so stupidly horrible, and we managed to make their life a bit better, and it felt amazing. And those kids were so cool. Those kids were so freaking cool. And after, when we finished, they told me like, oh, are you gonna visit us in Christmas? And I was like, yeah, for sure. I obviously didn't, because I didn't know how to return, and it was gonna be a whole mess if I had to do that. So yeah, I didn't return, but still, they were so happy. And you can see them in the first vlog that I did. I did that experience with Techo, which is an association to build houses, and it was a good experience, but really impressive to see how shitty life can really be. So yeah, I think that was my story. I don't know if it was actually good. I didn't manage to explain it really well because I vlogged myself. Maybe because I'm a bit nervous that you guys are actually listening to me. It's easier when I have a guest, but now I don't, so every eye right now is on me. But still, very cool. That was the story. Hi Martin. Yeah, hi Martin. How old was that kid? He was like 11, 12. He was a really young kid. That's rough, indeed it is, but that's how life is. It's really shitty. Check the Discord for my parents' gift. Okay, I would, but right now in this setup I don't have a way to check to share the screen, so I can't do it right now. But maybe next stream. Sorry, Daniel, I can't do it right now. I saw it. It was adorable. Oh, really? It was in Spanish, so I would imagine that you don't really understand it. But still, thank you. Oh, I think you talk about the gift. Oh yeah, I thought you talk about the little kids of the vlog. No matter. Oh, I remember that video. I also how the kids were amazed when you show them your camera. Yeah, it's true. It's nice that you remind me, because I brought my phone there to film the vlog, because that's what I used to use to film those vlogs, and the kids were so happy to see a camera because they thought they were on the TV. That's what they felt like, and you can see them. They start jumping and doing crazy stuff and jumping on you, and they're so happy to have just a bit of attention given to them, and with the simplest things for them, it's amazing. And I think that's something that we can all learn from. Why should we need big things to be happy? We can be incredibly happy with the smallest thing if we have the appropriate perspective, the right point of view to appreciate what we have. So yeah, pretty cool. What else? Yeah, those kids were cool, and their food was amazing. I don't know if you know any Mexican food, guys, and if you tasted it, but I personally think it's the best food in the world. And it's fun because it's not like French food where the most expensive one is the best, right? In Mexico, it's more like, yeah, anyone that puts a bit of heart onto it, they can make the best food, Mexican food ever, because it's not made for the rich, it's made for everybody, and it's so tasteful. And they made some food for us because we were building the house, and they were there to help in any way they could, and they made such an amazing food. It was so tasteful. So yeah, that was the experience. That was my pocket story. And yeah, now, what is the best thing you have done for your parents? Says Danya on the chat. Let me think a bit, because I need to think. I haven't done much. Apart from... Oh, no. The first thing that came to mind is I brought the joint from Amsterdam for them to smoke. But they don't usually do that. But they did laugh, and it was fun. But I don't think that's the best thing I've ever done for them. I don't know. With my parents, it's not exactly that I've done a big thing that can be defined by a number, for example, a price. Like, I didn't bought a car for them because I don't have the money to do it. I didn't build a house for them because I can't yet. But I think the best thing that I've done or tried to do for them is to remind them as much as I can that I love them, to answer them as much as I can when they call, to be there when they need me, and when they're talking to me, to actually listen to them. Because as kids, as young people, as being the sons of our parents, it's quite normal to be used to having our parents there to call us, to be used to having our parents there to make dinner and to ask us to join the living room and to eat with them. And we see that as something normal because it kind of is for us, right? But we need to remind us that we're the luckiest people in the world from just having that. It's so incredibly... we're so lucky to have that in so many ways, to have loving parents that actually take the time to say hello. And what my parents do all the time is they call me and we make 1 to 2 minutes call where they just want to check if I'm okay, if they just want to say hello and want to say good night. They used to, I do remember that, and I used to see it as something kind of annoying, but at the same time I used to think it as something lovely, and nowadays I think it as something freaking amazing. Nearly every night before going to bed, they used to come in my room and tell me good night. And my mom used to give me a kiss on the cheek or give me a little hug every night, from since I was born till I was 18 and I left my house. Every night, good night. And it's something, so we see it as something normal, but it isn't. It is the most beautiful thing a person could ever do, and they do it unconsciously, right? They do it without even thinking. But one day we won't have that, right? One day they won't be here for us, and it's sad. I'm tearing up. I always tear up when I think about my parents. What was I saying? I love them. That's all that I want to say. I do love them, and I can't imagine a world without them. And yeah, I can't. So that's all that I can say. I just got depressed. I want to call my parents now. Yeah, we should. That's the only job we it's not about giving them a house. It's not about giving them money. It's not about making crazy gift. It's just about being there. It's just about calling them. It's just about saying hello when they say hello. It's just about actually reminding them that you love them. It's just about that. It's not about the big gestures. It's about the constant, small and beautiful gestures. That's what it's about. So just remind your parents that you love them. Yeah. Nice. I like that. I did like that a lot. It's a good job, Dania. That was a good subject. I wasn't planning on talking about that, but now here's the next subject. Wait. Let me just search it, because there you go. So, you know what time it is, guys? It's time for a bit of news with Felix Humann. Yeah, the whole concept of this is I'm gonna read something about news because I find it interesting and it's cool. I read about this and I like to talk about this, so might as well share this info with you. So, yesterday, or no, 3 days ago, apparently, from the day you're listening to this, Elon Musk became the world richest person as wealth top $185 billion. Let me say that again, $155 billion. That's amazing. That's crazy. Like that's a lot of money. Let's be clear with that. That's a fuck ton of money. And I like the fact that he's the richest person alive, because I do like what he's doing with his money. I do like what he's doing with their companies. I do like his mentality. I do like where he's going. So I think that it's a good thing for the world that he's the richest man, instead of Jeff Bezos, that, well, he is the owner of Amazon, and well, I don't know if it's a good guy or not, but I know that Amazon isn't the most family friendly company and the best for the world's sake. I would say so that the fact that Elon Musk became the world's richest person 3 days ago, I think it's a good thing. So here's the little article from BBC News. Elon Musk has become the world's richest person as his net worth crossed $185 billion, 136 billion pounds, if you want to know about pounds, because some people care. The Tesla and SpaceX entrepreneur was pushed into the top slot after Tesla's share price increased on Thursday. So it's thanks to Tesla shares, if you didn't understand what I'm saying. He take the top spot from Amazon from Jeff Bezos, founder let me read it again. He takes the top spot from Amazon founders Jeff God damn it, Jeff Bezos, who had held it since 2017. Mr. Musk's electric car company Tesla has surged in value this year and hit a market value of $700 billion. $700 billion. Tesla's valued at $700 billion. God damn, that's a lot of money. For the first time in Wednesday. Yeah. That makes the car company worth more than Toyota, Volkswagen, Hyundai, and GM and Ford combined. What? A lot of companies. That's a fuck ton of companies. That's so crazy. So this is how Elon Musk reacted with a tweet. There was a tweet from Tesla owner of Silicon Valley, which is a Twitter account. They're telling Elon Musk is now the richest person in the world at $190 billion. And Elon Musk answered, how strange. Well, back to work. I think that's really humble. Well, I know you don't care about my opinion, but I don't know. I find it funny. I find it something cool. So, here's what Elon Musk said apparently about half my money is instead to about half my money is intended to help problems on Earth and half to help establish a self-sustained city on Mars to ensure continuation of life of all species in case Earth gets hit by a meteor like the dinosaurs or World War III happens and we destroy ourselves. So yeah, that's the thing. That's why I think it's so cool, because contrary to Jeff Bezos, he has the biggest company ever, which is Amazon, I would say, maybe, and it's not necessarily the best thing for the world, right? And it makes a fuck ton of money, which is, it's a great company. I do use it all the time, but it's a great company. But it's cool to think that the richest person in the world is using his money apparently to improve human life and the Earth and the future of the Earth and the humans in Mars. I think that's amazing. So congrats to Elon Musk on that. He will never listen to this, but still, congrats to him. And you'll clap for Elon Musk in the chat, boys. And you'll clap for Ellen. What the fuck? That's crazy. I think Elon Musk is really someone that's crazy enough to put it for such a use, and I love it. Yeah, exactly. Scientifically speaking, it's a great step forward. Exactly. And if you think about all the improvement that Elon Musk have done in the last years, since he's been famous in a sense. SpaceX, I don't know. Think about, okay, there was NASA, right? In every country, some countries had their own space companies made by the government, right? Like NASA, and I know Russia has their own, and China has their own. But thinking that it's a private company, a side private company, and I feel like it opens a lot of possibilities. What's up, Flames? How you doing? Sorry, can join today. Just drop it to say hi. Sorry, no worries, Flames. Happy that you said hello, and congrats on the MVP award. You're just there. I didn't forget. Exactly. I'm doing some work. Good luck with your work. You're awesome. But yeah, I think that's something good. I don't know much, but I think that's something good. So, next subject. So, next subject. I've been mixing lately. I bought a mixing controller, which is a DJ controller. In simple, is the little thing where you play music for a crowd in clubs and in parties. And I decided to buy one. Why? There's no necessary reason. I just like DJ music and electronic music, and I thought, like, why not learn to do it? Because maybe one day it will be useful. And I like to add some new things to my life and some new hobbies, because we're never old enough to not learn new things. And even if right now all my time is kind of invested on YouTube and my platforms and my creations, I still need something that is totally different from what I usually do to have my mind shift away from that and be refreshed. And the fact that I decided to buy this mixing DJ controller is something fun, and it does help me from that, and it's something new that I can learn and improve and have different skills in my life. So it makes me, I think, a bigger person. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Here's the deal. This is what I learned. It's kind of really hard. It's not easy to learn and to be one of the best, or a decent one, a decent DJ, a decent mixer. Because if you don't know, a DJ, there's two parts of a DJ. One is a DJ mixer, so a person that mix for a crowd on live and decides which song will be played on which moment. That's a DJ mixer, let's say. And there's a producer. If you didn't know, that it's a different thing. And a producer is the one that creates the song, that writes the song, that puts the hi-hats, the drums and the vocals and all of that. That's a producer, and that's a different thing from what a DJ does. But right now I'm learning DJing, and it's fun because it's hard. Like, if you see what the good DJs, the biggest DJs do, it's really impressively hard what they do and how perfectly they execute. But here's the deal. The being a DJ in the basis is just going from a song to another, choosing songs and transitioning from one to another. And this can be done as hardly as literally creating another song through the mix, like the bigger DJs do in live, or it can be easily done by just transitioning, by lowering the volume of one and upping the volume of the other one, the next one. It's honestly quite easy to do. And here's the deal. When I see a friend, when I see a person that I don't necessarily know, and they tell me I'm a DJ, most of the time I put it in the same category as all of the other DJs. He's a DJ, so he must be pretty advanced in his knowledge, and he must be pretty good at it. But here's the deal. If you just know how to put a song and choose the next one and transitioning in a fading way, you're in the category of DJs. And you can't, and the crowd won't necessarily know if he's a good DJ or not. They would just listen to the music. And that's quite amazing to me, because you can just learn the really basis of that and consider yourself a DJ, which, I don't know, makes it kind of lame to me in a sense. I still think that being the good DJs, the ones that actually know what they're doing and actually they're creating something new, are amazingly talented, and it's so difficult to do. But the basis of doing a DJ mix is not much more harder than just putting a good Spotify playlist, if you didn't know. So yeah, here's the point breaker. So yeah, before NASA was the big space intelligence agency, but now SpaceX and the Tesla technology basically go the head on the search. Yeah, exactly. Right now, it's fun because SpaceX nowadays feels like bigger than NASA, and I don't know if they are or not, but damn, that's something impressive that one human, well, not one human, obviously it's his whole company and his whole team that built that, but he's the head of that company, and he's not a government. A government is a whole country putting money into something, and here's a company, a person that built something from ideas and build a company, gain enough money to build something else, and he's actually winning in the terms of comparing SpaceX to NASA. And I don't know, that's pretty fucking cool, if you ask me. So yeah, that's why I'm impressed by Elon Musk. I would like to read his biography or his books. They must be pretty cool. Ooh, let's listen to some mixing. Maybe one day. I've already done some mixing live streams, and they end up pretty nice. I just need to keep on learning a bit, because I just finished to put some cues to prepare the songs that I have, and then now technically I can transition from one song to another without too much problems, and that could be a cool things to do. We could do that in one of the live streams from the future, maybe in Wednesday. I don't have many things to do on Wednesday. That's basically what radio stations do. Exactly. They just choose songs and they mix through them, and I don't know. What's interests me, like what makes it fun to me, and what makes it funny to like, here's like what makes it funny from what I'm seeing is that if you just know how to transition from one song to another, you look like a DJ. You're considered as a DJ, and you're technically just a beginner learner, and you can't really see the difference easily because the songs are already pre-mixed inside of them. They're remixes, they're mashups. There's a ton of different type of genres of mixes of songs, and I don't know. It's pretty hard to see the difference between a good DJ and a bad DJ when you're just a crowd enjoying the music. Can I say Felix? It is amazing person, no joke. Wait, what? Can I say Felix is an amazing person? No joke. Ah, no, you are. I'm not. Honestly, well, I try. Honestly, like, I don't know. Thank you guys. Don't. I would like to be humble and say no, but honestly, here's the deal. Being a good person is not a natural thing. It's not something that comes natural to people. Naturally, a human, what he will do is try to survive. And how do you survive? Is by saying, fuck you everybody, I want to be selfish and I'm gonna protect myself, because if I try to protect you, I'm gonna die trying. That's why naturally humans do. That's survival. And trying to be good is something that takes actions, takes effort. It's not naturally done. You if you want to be good, if you want to, in this case, be an amazing person, which I don't necessarily think I am, it's something conscious. I sending messages that I love to people, reminding them that I love them, it's not something that comes naturally. No one wants to waste 5 minutes of their life sending people messages. Why would I do that? I have other things to do. But when you do it, and it's something good to do it, you do it consciously, and it takes effort to think about that, to do it, and to execute it. And that's why I do appreciate good people, because naturally most of the people aren't, and it's normal because naturally we aren't good people. We would kill someone just to survive, and being good takes effort. Yeah. Literally you're a person in a short what? Literally you are a person in a short while I have trusted so easily, and I love that. In a short, you mean a shot? You mean like a screen? But I'm happy that you trust me in that sense. I'm happy, like I try to, because I honestly try to be there for the people that needs me because, well, it's a little way to make the world a little better. And it's funny because you think, okay, I can't change necessarily the world, but maybe by doing this little action I can make this person's day a bit better. And okay, I didn't change the general world for the best, but I did change his world for the best, and that's enough. We need to, like, making good things for a couple of people, it's enough. We don't need to help everybody. It's impossible. It's not impossible, but it's not so easy. But still, if we help a couple of people, it's enough. You don't need to be a hero. You just need to be a good, decent person. I've never thought of it that way. That's a pretty nice idea. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Well, yeah. It takes effort. It takes effort to be good. It's something good, and it's something conscious. And if you're gonna do it consciously. Be aware of the fact that it's taking you a bit of effort to go ahead and call your friends, even if you don't want to call them, and to check. And there is a leadership thing that I've heard lately, that it's you want to know the difference between a good and a bad leader. A good a bad a bad leader will tell you, hey, hello, how's your day going? A good leader will tell you, hey, hello, how's your day going? And actually care about the answer. Because most of the people won't. And it's normal. We don't naturally listen to people. That's not what we do. We do like we do it, right? We hear and we nod and we answer the easiest way we can answer, and we make the conversation continue. But think to yourself, when's the last time you've actually heard the answer of someone? Because naturally, most of the time you don't. I don't, naturally, because you get distracted. You're a human. You can't listen to everything that a person is saying. But when's the last time you've asked someone, how are you doing? And you actually wanted to know the answer deeply. Is your day good? Are you depressed? Are you having problems? Do you need help? And I think a good way to become a better person is to start listening. But really listen. Not just ask. Because asking is half the battle. Listening is what's important. Because if you don't listen and you just ask, it's a waste of words. It may affect them in a good way, if at least they think they're being listened to. But if you actually listen to them, it does get improved. It does change the world. So try to listen to people. I don't know if people are listening to me right now, but but still, I think that's pretty cool. I kept on rambling about that, but I might put it in the. That's a cool part about doing it on live stream, because sometimes I keep on rambling like that, and sometimes when I ramble, it says I say cool things, and I can cut them because I'm recording everything, so I can cut them and make a podcast with that, and it makes a cool podcast. So thank you guys. So. Okay, yeah. You want another pocket story? Well, you're not gonna answer, so let me give you another pocket story. I don't know if I did put the sound effect, but I try to. That's pretty nice. Okay, so let me tell you, that's the first time I actually. I'm saying actually a ton. I have to be conscious about that. It's like saying like I like. Many people, when they start talking in English, they say a ton, like, and actually, and those type of words to feel the silence. So yeah, and make it sound a bit better. That sounds perfect. Sound effects. Okay, the sound effect. Yeah, you did sound. Yeah, okay, you did sound. Hear it. Great. So, here's the first time I said to someone that I like her. Generally, throughout my life, when I was younger, since I was born till I was around 11, I was a pretty timid guy. Generally, I did have a lot of friends. I was pretty social as a person, but still interacting with girls and with popular people. Damn, I wasn't the social guy. I wasn't the most popular guy in the school. Never, ever. I was just social and I had friends and I was good at that. But imagining myself going towards a girl and saying, hey, do you want to be my girlfriend? Impossible. When I was like 8, I spent like a year and a half loving a girl from my school, and I've never said it. I've never told her, and I left that country without telling her, and I think she liked me too, and I never tell her, and that ate me inside. It was horrible. But that's not the story that I want to tell this time. There was once, I was probably 11, I think. Yeah, probably 11, and there was this girl in my class that was fun. She was cute, but I wasn't super friends with her. She was just another girl from my class, right? And once I did a little mini birthday party with some friends in my house, and we used to play a lot of games and a lot of challenges. And in one of those challenges, I lost, and I had to tell this precise girl that I like her and that I wanted her to be my girlfriend. And here's the deal. When you have to do that, you're like, yeah, okay, why not? But if you have that idea on your head, if you have to do that on your head when you're a kid, generally, you start thinking more about it. You start thinking about, okay, but why? What happens if she says yes? Do I actually like her? Wait, is she cute? She's really cute. Oh, I like her smile. Oh, I like that time that she smiled. I like that time that she laughed at me. Oh, she's pretty cute. Oh, I like that time when we danced together. And you started thinking about that, and just by the fact that I had to do that challenge the next week, throughout that period, I kind of fell in love with her because I had to do it, right? And I couldn't stop thinking about her, right? And I couldn't stop thinking about her for some reason. And I wasn't in love with her before. It was just the realization that I had to do it anyway, so might as well think about her a bit more. And when I started thinking about her, I kind of fell in love with her, right? So suddenly what happens is I wanted to do it, but I wanted to find the good moment, right? Because you never know when to do it. You're like, okay, I have to do it, but I want to do it in a way where it's not awkward and it's kind of clear that it's a joke, but I can't really do it in a way that it's a challenge, because that would be cheating for the challenge. So I had to do it in a real way, but not an awkward way. So it was kind of weird to find the moment. So what happens at the end was the class was finished. I was gonna return to my home, and suddenly when I was walking towards the exit of the school, there was my friend that was with that exact girl, and he knew that I had to do it, right? So he forced me, in the sense of he told that girl that hey, Felix wants to say something to you. and I was like, what? No, oh fuck, god damn it. So he leaves me with that girl, and I'm in front of her. I'm like, okay. And I was super awkward. I was so awkward because I wasn't as fluent as I am right now. I was a little 11-year-old boy that was quite awkward and quite insecure of himself. So as you can imagine, I said like, I was wondering, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I just freeze. I was so not embarrassed, but I was super scared of what the answer would be, or actually saying those words. And I can't really believe that I actually said that, but I did it because it was a challenge and I had to accomplish it. And she told me like, oh, I don't exactly remember what she said, but she told me like, oh, can I think about it? And I was like, yeah, for sure. And I just left. And she thought about it for a bit, and I think after 2 days I was like, yeah, she's not gonna say yes, for sure she's not gonna say yes. So once I was walking on the school, and she was with a friend of hers, and she tells me like, oh, Felix, can I talk to you for a second? She comes at me and she tells me like, yeah, I don't want to be your girlfriend. And I was like, oh, okay, no worries. But inside of me, because I had a week to think about her, I actually kind of fall in love with her, and it really hurt in that moment. I was like, god damn it, she said no. And obviously she was gonna say no. There was no reason why she would say yes, because I didn't even know her. I didn't even naturally talk to her, and I was so awkward. So why would she say yes? But still, it hurt. And I was like, oh my god, she said no. And my whole world crumbled in pieces. And then, well, the year passed. I don't know. We kept like living our lives, and it didn't mean anything. Like, it was just a challenge in a sense. But it did matter a bit to me, right? And I remember, the only thing that I remember is once, for Christmas, or for my birthday, she gave me a little teddy bear. I don't know why. I still to this day don't know why she gave me a teddy bear. I don't think she liked me, but maybe she had the same effect. She thought about me for a long time, and probably she didn't like me, but she just thought about me in that type of way, and then she realized like, okay, it's his birthday, I'm gonna give him a teddy bear, and she gave me a teddy bear. I don't have it here, it's probably in Mexico, but it was really nice of her to give me a teddy bear. And nowadays she's fucking gorgeous. But still, I wasn't friends with her, and we didn't keep on being friends, and nowadays I have no idea who she is. So cool. That was the first time I said I love you to someone. Well, do you want to be my girlfriend? And she said no. It hurt. Okay, so I have given up on boys since I got cheated on during junior prom. Motherfucker kisses the girl I was close to. I pretended I didn't see it. Then he broke up with me in front of the school and said he doesn't care about my feelings. Well, he's a fucking asshole, and you should tell him to go fuck himself. Well, you shouldn't even tell him. He doesn't deserve to be told that. He just deserves to be ignored and to be alone for the rest of his life, because he's an asshole and he doesn't deserve you. So just be clear about that. I do know that in your world it does hurt, and from your point of view it's something devastating, and it probably did hurt, but just be sure that give it 4 years, 3 years, and you will look at from an outside perspective to what you went through in that moment, and you'll be like, yeah, you know what, maybe I exaggerated a bit with my reaction or the way that it impacted my life. You know, that happens to me all the time. I got also kind of not cheated, but I've seen people that I went with after a while. Well, that's another story. But I did see someone that I really liked kiss a friend of mine in front of me for 2 nights in a row throughout the whole night, and it does hurt a lot. So I do know that, but that's life. Nowadays I just look at it and it's like, yeah, it wasn't that bad. So don't worry, I have given up on boys. I do know nowadays you're B. I do remember you told me that, and that's amazing, but don't give up on boys. Here's the deal, this is what I truly believe in. I do truly believe that 95% more or less of people, including men, are fucking garbage, and they will be throughout their life because they're selfish, because it's in their nature, and they just care about them and they don't look at the impact that their actions do, right? And in your case, you fell in love with one of those assholes, and he was an asshole, right? He did a selfish act, and he didn't care about your feelings, like you just tell me. Here's the deal, I say 95% of the people because 5% of the other guys and people, what's up, no? That the 5% left is people that are fucking lovely, that will do anything to make you happy, and if they stop loving you, they won't cheat on you. They will tell you straight to your face that they will stop this relation because they don't love you anymore, but still they will do the right thing because they're good people. I do believe that 5% of the people are good. I actually generally amazingly good. And you know why? Why do I believe that there's still those type of people and you can find it nowadays? Because I am one of those. I do honestly believe that I'm a good person, and I will do what's right as much as I can because I care and I realize. But that's not even the thing. Not only me, I exist, but my friends, the people that I love, the only people that are left in my life, and I trust that they're good people, and I know good people. I know people that are from those 5%, and they do exist. So here's the deal, Dania. Don't give up on men. Just be more selective. Find don't lower yourself for people that don't deserve you. You deserve to be loved 100%, and you deserve to love someone 100% and be loved 100%, because if someone loves you, if you love yourself 20% and someone loves you 40%, you will be like, oh my god, he loves me so much, but he doesn't love you even half the way. You need to love yourself first 100%, and then you need to find someone that loves you 110%, because he has to go above and beyond the call of duty to make you happy, because we all deserve that. And you need to be selective. You can't just settle for what's in front of you, because we deserve more, because you need to love yourself first. You need to be okay with being alone. And I don't think giving up on boys is the solution, because that's not the problem. Boys aren't the solution, girls aren't the solution. It's just that humanity in their biggest percentage is made out of shit. And you need to understand that, and when you understand it, you rely more on yourself, and then when you learn to love yourself, you rely on yourself, and then finally you can start searching for someone that goes above and beyond the call of duty to love you. And we all deserve that, and that's what you need. Okay, sorry for rambling. Space Army, I'm so sorry, Dania. That motherfucker doesn't deserve you. That's cool, indeed. What's the name of that girl? Just the first name. Camila. That's her name. I don't care. Camila Navarrete. She's cute. She's really cute. You might know her. I don't know. Maybe you know her, David. Welcome, David. I want to know too. And then now I am in an amazing point in my life that I prefer my own company. I can literally dance on the terrace alone and feel happy and not care about the world, because I love myself around. That's amazing. That's what you need. We need to learn to love ourselves before we find someone else to do it, because the thing is, most of the people don't learn to love themselves and hire someone else to do it by them instead of them, and that's where they fucked up. We fucked up in that sense, because we're teach by our society that it's better to be with someone than to be alone. Every princess has their prince. Every man has their woman, and it shouldn't be like that. And that all of this that I'm saying, mostly it's coming from a stand-up comedian that's called Daniel Sloss. If you haven't seen it, I always recommend it to all of my friends, and every time they tell me like, no, I'm not too into stand-up, and they see it and they're like, holy shit, this is good. So go watch Daniel Sloss. It's in Netflix and it's fucking amazing. Daniel Sloss, it's a comedian. He talks about the jigsaw theory, I think, and it's really good. No, the myth, the legend, the VIP, the winner. Facts: most dudes super selfish and driven by their sexual desires. Felix pitting facts out there. You know it, boy. Indeed. Well, most of the people are selfish and they're driven by their sexual desires, and that's where really shitty things happen. And I've seen and been in the presence of horrible shitty things done by men and also by women, and it's horrible. And that's why I say often I've lost my whole what was it? What did I lose? I lost my faith in humanity. I lost it in. It's been a long time since I lost my faith in humanity. I still know that there's good people out there. Just it's so low, the percentage of good people out there, that I honestly don't trust in humanity. I think that it's mostly shit. Yes, she's cute. Yes, she is. And nowadays she's fucking gorgeous. God damn it. Have you ever been cheated on? I guess not, because you've never had a girlfriend. Good one. Technically no. but at the same time, kind of. It's maybe a story for another time because it's a cool story either way. But in simple, let me tell you real quick. I went out with someone that one of my friends for like 2 weeks. Then we put a pause on our relationship for a 5-day vacation with my whole generation. We went partying in the beach, like spring break more or less, with 150 friends and clubs, and it was super fun. And everybody was gonna kiss, kind of everybody. I did kiss like 5 girls throughout those 5 days without too much problems, right? But when I kissed people in those cases, I still thought about her. I still liked her, right? And well, she did kiss someone in front of me from my generation, so one of my friends, throughout 2 whole nights. And when I kiss other people, I just kiss them and it's fun for a bit, and I kiss them for like 5 minutes and that's it, right? But like, she kissed someone for 2 whole nights in front of me without, like, nasty, and it did hurt like a ton. Because I did love her, kind of. I think, I don't know. I don't know if I love her. I probably love more the idea of her. But yeah, I haven't even literally been cheated on, but I know the feeling of it because I've had that in front of me, kind of. Burn. No, it's not a burn. I'm okay with the fact that I don't have a girlfriend. Kind of. I always say it. I would love to have a girlfriend. I want a girlfriend. I want find someone that to give in my love, because I have a lot of love to give, but I won't give it to anyone. I will give it to someone that I find it right. I don't know. Wasn't meaning to roast you. I just remember from trivia. Don't worry. No. Here's the thing. People often tell me, say like, sorry for if I offended you. Believe me, guys, you will never offend me. There's no way you can offend me. Like, I've been built and born in a country where we communicate throughout insults and making you feel like shit, so you get stronger. That's why my friends all the time bullied me, and they made me stronger, and now I'm a rock that can't be offended by, because I don't give a shit what people tell me. So there's no way you can offend me, so don't worry. My camera doesn't have any battery, so I need to change it, boys. Nice, I like this podcast, huh, guys? It's going pretty well, because I like how you're participating and talking to me. And thank you, Noel, for your participation. I need to keep on going with the podcast, because don't forget, guys, after this I'm probably going to play a game or something like that with Benji on Air, who's a live streamer and he makes cool live streams, and he invited me to play something that I don't really know what it is, but it must be pretty cool. He invited me, so after this we're gonna rate him. What did I do? I changed something. God damn it. Haha, that's better. Great. So, what I was saying, I don't love her. I love the idea of her is so true, bro. That's how it was with my ex. She was a piece of shit, but the idea of her was amazing. What kind of cam do you use? Yeah, well, before... I do understand that. Like, here's the deal. Ask yourself, have I been in love before? I think I have, but I honestly... Like, you think you have because you felt feelings for someone, but here's the deal. Most of the time, you don't love someone. You love the idea of someone. You're convinced of some... You created a perfect idea of someone, and it's normal that they don't get to the level of to that image that you've created in your head. And also, well, imagine, for in this case, she was a piece of shit. Yeah, indeed, she was a piece of shit, and you suffer from that. Do you honestly believe? Do you want me to believe that? Because when imagine this, you're with someone, that this is what happens to me. You're with someone and you like her. Let's say you have feelings for her, but probably not love, but you do like her, and suddenly she cheats on you, and she hurts you really bad. The the feelings that you have for her go to the fucking roof because you're suffering. And I don't want to believe that that's love, even if it kind of feels like it. You can't stop thinking about her. You're stupidly in love. You're falling in love with her because you're suffering. But that's not love. That's just associating a suffering feeling to that, and that's not love. So I don't think I've ever been in love, even if I felt things for someone. Being in love is being vulnerable, being with someone and looking at their eyes and being totally vulnerable, and being in the position where if they cheat on you, they will literally destroy you, not hurt you, destroy you and your world. That's what being in love is. Being everything with her and nothing without her. It should be as smooth as butter, because that's what love is. It's not a feeling something for someone. We feel a lot of things for a lot of people. Being in love is way more than that, and I honestly believe that most of the people haven't felt it ever, because it's something really rare. What camera do you use? It's a Canon EOS R Rebel SL2 200D, if you want to know. It's pretty cheap. It's not about the light, it's not about the camera, it's about the lighting that makes a camera look good, just so you know. Dania, I'm going to sleep after this stream. Okay, don't worry, Dania. Happy to have you here either way. I just have one more subject to talk about, and I'm gonna end this podcast and raid my good friend Benji. Exactly what happened at LOL. You're a goddamn poet, man. Thank you. I want to say no because I don't want to sound preachy or egocentric, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I thought about these things a lot. I most of the time, I spend it thinking about my life, thinking about how do I feel about stuff, and that's how you grow. You analyze your life. You analyze how you feel about different things. Do you like boys? Do you like girls? Do you like white? Do you like black? Do you like things? And not do I like it in the sense of do I automatically would like it? Do I honestly truly like it? Not just I've been used to liking it, so now I like it. No, do I naturally like it? For example, alcohol. Let's say alcohol. I was grown with alcohol, in the sense of the first time I got drunk was when I was 12, more or less, and I got shit faced, and it was so fucking fun. And since then I've been getting drunk in parties, and I'm a fucking champion drinker because I don't have any problems drinking, right? I had a good tolerance to drinking. But here's the deal: did I like drinking, or did I just got used to drinking? Do I innerly do I honestly like drinking, or did I just got used to drinking because I associate it with good things? Do I like the alcohol? Do I like being a drunk? Or do I like the alcohol? Do I like the situation where I drink alcohol? There's difference. And those questions you need to ask, because if you don't start asking true questions to yourself and being honest with yourself, you can't grow. You need to start being honest with yourself so you can start growing and being your true self, because that's the whole point of life. To grow as a person, to be as close as you can to your true self. Who are you? We're born being no one. We grow since we're 0 to 18, more or less, by being influenced by other people and following the knowledge and the opinions of other people, and we build a personality. But that's not a personality. That's just a influence. We're an influence of other people. We're a build-up doll that other people created. And when you start growing after 18 and so forth and so on, you need to start looking at that person that was created by other people and built by other people, and think to yourself, is it really me? Do I honestly like those things, or was I just influenced? Am I gonna study math because I like math, or am I gonna study math because it's the only option that I like the best from the options that was given to me from school? That's what happened to me. I was gonna study applicable math, hard math. That's what I was gonna study, and I said to myself, do I really like math, or do I like math because it's the option that I have that I like the more from the options that I have, right? And that made me realize, no, okay, yeah, I do like math, but I don't like it in the sense of making my life as a mathematician. You need to ask true questions to find your true self. You need to be honest. You need to be open with yourself. You can't be just a blank sheet that gets written on by other people. You need to be the one that writes on your own book. God damn it, that's profound. Amen. You can say the camera name again slow, so I can write it down for sure. It's a Canon SL2. SL2. I can write it. Why am I doing it like that? Let me write it. Canon SL2. You can also find it at Canon 200D. Nowadays, I wouldn't recommend to buy this one, just so I'm clear. If you want to know, send me a message by Instagram and I will recommend you the one that I personally prefer from the budget that you have. I don't know much about cameras, but I know enough. So don't you worry. I have school on Wednesdays, normal school. Okay, I have to love math, but I love digital design and physiology and art home studies, so I get the subject because I work on my own. Okay, that's great. At least you're asking those questions. Do I really like it? Do I honestly like it? You can like it, but do I truly like it? Do I innerly like it? Does it make my soul feel alive? Do I feel alive when I do it, or do I just don't get mad when I do it? Because that's what most school does, right? What do you like from school? What's your favorite class? Oh, I like math. Why do you like math? Oh, because I don't hate it. What? I don't hate it? That's it? That's not liking it. That's just not hating it, because you hate everything else, but that's the one that you hate the least. That's not liking it. That's just finding the one that you hate the least from the categories that you've given and choosing it. You probably can love it. You can be like, oh fuck, I love numbers. I love math, and that's okay. That's super cool. I love science. I love discovering the world. I love finding how did we get here. What does it all mean? Philosophy. But don't just settle for what's given it to you. Choose. You're free to choose. So might as well do it. Don't get influenced by your parents because they tell you that, yeah, be a scientist because that's what makes the best living and what the world needs. You get? Gotcha. I love bio and digital design because I can go well in my imagination and business I score without studying. That's cool. That's really cool. Here's the deal. Test, honestly, is you might think that you like it right now, and probably when you start working on that, you won't. So try and error. There's nothing bad with trying things and not accomplishing it, or finding out after 2 years of trying something that you don't like it. The worst thing that you can do is spend your time doing something that you don't like. That's the worst thing that you can do. Spending time with someone that you don't like, spending time doing something that you don't like. There's no more horrible thing to do in this world. So try your best to not do that. It's getting a little philosophy, and that wasn't the point. Philosophy is for Thursdays. This is podcast. God damn it, I didn't finish. I need to finish. Here's the last subject. I hate messages. Okay, here's the last subject. nowadays in society, what we use the most to communicate is messages, not calling, not FaceTime, messages. We send messages every day to a lot of people, and due to that, the easiest way to send messages nowadays is to make it as simple as possible, as unpersonal as possible. We don't really think about the conversation that we're getting in. We just answer the messages that we're receiving. That's what most of the people do, because we don't want to waste our time there, right? That's what we do. So I hate it. I don't like messages. It depends. It obviously depends. There's a couple of conversations with people that I already know from years ago, and the conversations, even if they're through messages, are pretty deep and feel like a personal conversation. That's okay, but most of the conversations are as empty as they can be. People just want to get through it. They just want to answer the messages that you're giving it without being present and without really giving a piece of themselves. So I hate that. If you send me messages, I generally don't like it, because I know you're probably doing small talk. That's why I don't love TikTok, because I can't go through it. I know that person in front of me, like I myself, have 100 other people that swiped right, and I know that they're just checking in, watching if this person that I swiped right and I liked and matched is not a psychopath. But here's the deal. Here's the bubble breaker. I don't know if that's an expression, but here's the deal. Even if he's a psychopath on Tinder, he knows how to write a message, and a psychopath on Tinder still knows how to communicate. So here's the deal. I don't like it. I don't like communicating. We live in a society where true conversations are getting lost, and it's horrible. I hate it. When I arrived here in Belgium, I started talking to people in Belgium, and they haven't lived many adventures or many discomforts on their life. They've had most things given into them, and they've had an easy life, most of the people that I've talked to. And when I were with them, in front of them, and I was alone with that people, the conversation was silent, because they didn't have anything to say. And even if I asked them, like, okay, tell me something about you, tell me a story about you, they didn't have anything to say, because they haven't lived anything, or they don't know how to continue a conversation, because they've been living a message life where it's small talk to just make the time pass. And that's not a true conversation, and I hate that. So that's why I hate messages. And nowadays I just call people. I don't generally like messages. I said that I send nice messages a couple of minutes ago, but it's a positive message, so it can't hurt anybody. But generally, I just call people. I hate messaging because it's so empty. But when you call someone, you have their instant reaction. They're listening to you, and even if they don't, you have their reaction. You can see their faces, you can see their expressions. There's a connection between two people. But it's so unpersonal, a message. You just send it, and you're like, yeah, there you go. Do whatever you want with this message. But that's not a connection. That's just empty. And if it's gonna be an empty conversation, I prefer to not have it. That's why I prefer to call people. And nowadays we live in a society where we want as little commitment as possible. Relationships are falling apart as fast as they can, because we have the next person in front of us, because we have the next message to give. Because when we talk to someone, we don't really talk, we're just answering. And that's not what we have to do. We need to what am I saying? I don't know where I'm going with this, but here's the deal. I don't like messages. Fuck messages. If you want to have a good conversation with me, call me. Don't send me messages. And if you're gonna send me messages, don't answer. Actually, send words. Don't just send a message. I don't know. How can I conclude this? I don't know where I'm going with this, but fuck messages. If you're sending small talk, I prefer just to not talk. I don't want to waste my time with that. Fuck that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where's the conclusion there, but there's a conclusion there, and you probably can find it. Whew, that was the last subject of the podcast, guys. Good job. Philosophy Thursdays. Yes, indeed. Thursdays. Don't forget it. Let me go have a dance party, and anyone wants to join, I would love to. Or you leave a voice message. I love your voice messages. Thank you. I also try voice messages are also cool. I honestly don't mind too much about voice messages because it's a decent connection between people, and you can find expressions, you can find sentiment inside of it. Voice messages aren't that bad. Or you leave a message. I love your voice message. Yes, thank you. I would love to draw you on a call. What? I can't promise that I can get on calls, but I'm down to for the dance party. Dance party, bitches! Woo! I love dancing. I think I dance every single day, and I sing every single day. I do it. I go, and when I wash my house, when I clean my house, I put music and I dance. I think Space Brownie can tell you guys. I dance all the time and I sing all the fucking time, and it makes me happy. So yeah, let me finish the podcast. I will have to edit this. God damn it. It will be for Thursday, I think. So that's the end of the podcast, guys. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it was fun in any way to listen to my lovely voice talk and ramble for an hour. Thank you for listening to this point. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube as Felix Humann, on Instagram. Don't forget to follow this podcast, and that's it. Thank you for listening to this point, and thank you for listening to Pocket Stories. Great. I think the sound effect did work. I never know if the sound effect works or not. Good job, boys. We finished. Woohoo! 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 Yeah. So good job, guys. I really like this podcast. It was really fun to interact with you guys. Even if I did it alone, I honestly felt like it was a conversation between me and you guys. So good job, guys. Thank you for that. I think I'm going to try to send more voice messages now that I really think about it. It's kind of shallow, if not. Exactly. Or call, honestly. Believe me. Like, voice messages are better than just messages, depending on the message that you give, right? But calling, I know it does annoy a lot of people. I do know that. I call my friends a lot, all the time, and most of the time they don't answer. And I don't expect you guys to answer. I don't expect my friends to answer because they're half their life and they can't answer all the time. And it's normal. But I do expect them to, when they do answer, to be there, to listen, to hear, to talk. Because I don't want to waste my time with someone that doesn't want to really talk. Let me save really quick the podcast because save. Okay, I think I saved it. Good. Now I closed it. Great. So I have it saved. Great. So here's the deal, boys. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah, that's drop. Really hard one. You want to put it? I will probably get copyrighted, but I can put it. But I don't know where it is. Let me put it. It's a really hardcore one, and I love it. I love nasty stuff. If you don't know me, guys, the nastier the best. Did you saw that David Guetta played on the Louvre for New Year's? It was really amazing. That guy is a genius. Let me find. Oh, here it is. Ready, guys? This is nasty, huh? Just so you're ready. Why isn't it playing? Come on.
Let's go.
Party! Come on, let's put the let's start the dance party. That's how you burn calories? Woo. Oh, the fuck. Oh, my neck. I love that so much. Woo. Hope you enjoyed the party. That was good. That was really good. Woo. That's nasty. I love it. No, I don't want this either. Wait, give me a second. That I put my head where it's supposed to be. There you go. Okay, guys, here's the deal. I see that there's 3 people watching, which probably is like me and Bruno and maybe Danya. We're gonna raid my good friends Benji, so maybe he answered. I don't know. But I'm gonna hop in and send you. So I think I can do this. I'm not even sure if I can, but here's the deal. I'm gonna finish. Thank you for listening till this point. It was freaking amazing. I want to send you. So take you guys and send you to the Benji live stream. That's the idea. He's streaming. So apparently he's streaming. Let me check. Yeah, he is. So I'm gonna raid. It's beautiful. Okay, let me check.
Sorry.
Let me close him, and I'm gonna send you to his podcast. So probably it will work. I'm not even sure if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna jump in a call with him, and we're gonna play some stuff. Okay. So see you. Thank you guys for watching till this point. Don't get out of Twitch just yet. I'm gonna try to send you. Let me check if I manage to do it. So apparently, if there's a little button there. Where is it? Raid. Okay, there you go. Benji. Okay, iniciar raid. Are you ready, boys? 3, 2, 1, raid. Is it? Listo para realizar un raid, Benji. En 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Like, I don't know how to do it. Like, I know it's double split, but it's not working.
Here.
You need the perfect timing.
Let me here. Hold on. Keep that mask down there.
Is it working?
Is that virus? Here, let me take let me take your back piece.
Yeah, work.
And then you take your front piece. Hey, thank you so much. Now go. Yeah, hit a virus now. Guys, give me 1 second. Felix is ready with a party of 3. Hold on. You ready, Foxy? I thought I had something fun there.
What was that?
I don't know.